Children, in today's session, we will learn how to perform, how to work out Mendel's back cross and test cross. Okay. So first, let us learn the difference between back cross and test cross. The sentences are being written here, the definitions, and please write in your classworks as it is. Okay. So back cross is a cross between F1 heterozygote and its parent. Okay. Whereas test cross is a cross between F1 heterozygote and its recessive parent or another organism which is pure for the recessive trait. Okay. Now, in the previous session, we worked out an example where a cross was made between pure tall and pure dwarf, and the F1 heterozygote was capital T small t, isn't it? So the same thing here. Okay. So capital T small t F1 heterozygote is crossed to the recessive type, that is small t small t. So basically, when you're trying to cross F1 heterozygote to its recessive parent, test cross is a type of back cross itself, isn't it? So you see capital T small t cross to small t small t. Okay. So you see how gametes are getting segregated. Okay. See, and in this grid you can write down the progeny and the genotype of the progeny, isn't it? So just keep writing as is being shown in the video. Okay. So what do you get here? So these two are capital T small t, that is heterozygous tall, isn't it? And the next two will be pure dwarf. So what do you observe? Out of the four progeny that are obtained here, two are heterozygous tall and two are homozygous or pure dwarf, isn't it? So what is the ratio then? The ratio is 1:1, isn't it? Phenotypically also 1:1, genotypically also 1:1, isn't it? And now the question is, why is a test cross called as test cross? Why is it so? Okay. See, if there is an individual with an unknown genotype, आपको नहीं मालूम है whether it is a pure tall or heterozygous tall or any phenotype which is dominant, and you do not know the genotype of it, then what can be done? You can attempt a cross with its recessive parent, or at least an organism with the same genotype that is pure for the recessive trait. Then what happens is, if it segregates like this, that is 1:1 ratio, then you can expect that your unknown organism which you have taken is heterozygous for the trait, and suppose all the progeny are of the dominant trait, then you can expect that your unknown organism which you have taken here is pure for the dominant trait. That's why test cross will actually help you to decide the genotype of the unknown organism. Suppose you do not know, then you can decide by means of a test cross. Okay. Whereas if the cross is made with the dominant parent, pure dominant, that is pure tall, यहाँ पे you replace the small t with capital T, तो आपको कुछ पता नहीं चलेगा, because all will be tall there, all progeny will be tall, so segregation भी पता नहीं चलेगा. So you will not be able to understand the unknown organism's genotype if you cross it with its dominant parent. Getting my point? So you can just repeat this kind of cross with capital Y small y cross to small y, isn't it? You can do that now. So do it in your books then. Okay. And just take down the sentences that are given here, because it has been asked in the CBSE board exam also, like why a test cross is, what is the significance of a test cross, what is the significance of a test cross, and so on. So you should be in a position to answer like this. Okay. So just take down these sentences as they are shown here and attempt the cross with capital Y cross to small y. Okay. Or round wrinkled, that is capital R small r cross to small r, and so on, and do these crosses. Practice it. Okay.